Hey y'all, it's Ambar. Thank you for tuning in to Bars Says So. This is episode 4. I'm giving myself grace, I'm giving myself time, and I am trying my very best. I appreciate for everyone who tunes in, who listens, because it has definitely been challenging. If you've been listening, I switched things up and I am still making playlists and I am putting them on my website, which you can find on www.barzsaidso.com. That's BARZSAIDSO. Okay? Um, so yeah, I'm here, I'm back, I got a new style. I had to let a lot of things go. And I have no problem with doing that. I actually find it that it is something that I have become great at, actually. It has been a time of reflection, which you can listen to on episode 1. Time of light being shed, which I talk about on triggers. Divine, which I talked about on my last episode. So just to recap a little bit, first episode was talking about self-reflection. I have that episode on Bar Says So podcast, which you can find on Apple account and also my website as well, www.barzsaidso.com. And then we spoke about triggers. I found out what triggered me and what doesn't trigger me and what I won't allow myself to be triggered by, because as you go through life and as you self-reflect and as you become more self-aware, you start to see or notice where you need to set boundaries, where you went wrong, where you need to go right, or where you're doing a great job, or how you need to speak up. Communication has been something that I felt like I was great at, but as I went through life and I had to snip, a lot of the reason why is because of just like not so great communication skills with people that, quote unquote, you find yourself thinking, well, why wasn't I made aware of this feeling that you had? Or why wasn't I made aware that you didn't have this feeling? You know what I'm saying? Just an example. The reason why I say that is because this next topic that we're going to talk about is about communication and how specifically with women it is very important that we have such a strong line of sisterhood and a strong line of communication, whether it's your colleagues, whether it's your family members, whether it's your friends, whether it's your child. Like, it's just so important to really understand when people are trying to communicate with you. And something that I always have been told was that I have like kind of like a mean type of communication that people find I don't know, like I can be kind of hard, and hey, like I am only a product of the environment that I was raised by. So I'm in my late 20s and I didn't know all the answers. Yeah, I still don't know all the answers. I'm living life and I'm accepting my past and realizing that, yeah, you're right. I do come off sometimes a little mean, but there's a perfect explanation for that. And as I grow and as I evolve and as I pivot, I am letting that go. But that person, that persona, that form of communication, because that's, a lot of people may think that, but a lot of people also have to say the contrary. You know, they love when I speak, they love to hear what I have to say. They call me to get advice or to be a listening ear, like, you know. So you're not gonna always have people agree with how you think you feel and how you come across as a person, because perspective is everything. And I had to live with the fact that I'm not gonna please everybody, and I have came to terms with that, because I feel like as I was growing up, I made a lot of friends and I made a lot of acquaintances, and a lot of them were ingenuine. A lot of people weren't open with me, and I had to learn the hard way, and I had to realize that, hey, like, this person is no good for you, like, let them go. Or, hey, like, these people don't really like you, like, stop showing up. And yeah, that that is how I learned how to communicate. And then when you do voice your opinion or you voice how you feel, a lot of people aren't going to be as accepting to that when you speak up, you know. And I also had to come into terms that I don't care, just straight like that, you know what I'm saying? Like, you have to really say that to yourself in order for you to really get what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, with with the right intention, of course. You know, you can have the wrong intention and succeed. Like, we've seen a lot of that as well. And that's not my story to tell, you know what I'm saying? Because I know that I am light. I know what I bring to the table. I know what I can do, what I can't do, and I'm gonna be vocal about that. I'm gonna be vocal about how I feel. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm always gonna try to create. I'm still gonna get up here and deliver. I'm gonna deliver what I can. I'm gonna deliver and be successful to my standards, not to anybody else's standards. So yeah, no free promo. Communication. I just think that even in not communicating says a lot too. Because if you have that relationship with someone where you're like always communicating, and then you start to notice there's a lack of communication, like, what's up? That should give you a notice of, okay, well, something must be up, or I should give this person the space that they want, because clearly they're not being responsive. Um, that's one form of picking up. Like, I'm the type of person, at least I think, that I know how to read the room, and I can tell when I should give my opinion and things like that. Because I've always been outspoken and expressive, and I have been allowed to um, give my opinion when it's asked. You know, it's always important to know if you're being asked to listen or you're being asked